Hi, my name is Nirvire, and I just want to make a quick video about the state of self-curse in 3.11. The TLDR of this video is that it still works. Now to get into the how and the why. In 3.11, GGG changed the way hexproof interacts with your character. Now, when you steal it, such as via Headhunter, it will purge all curses off of you in addition to making you immune. This makes it very hard to sustain temp chains, and without temp chains, Headhunter defaults to its 20-second duration, which does not feel good. To circumvent this, we turn to the mod available to us, You Can Curse Hexproof Enemies. While this shouldn't and doesn't sound like it should work, the Exile isn't an enemy after all, it does. A more correct way of reading this mod currently would be your curses can apply through hexproof, regardless of its source. Example, this is Richard. He's hexproof, and soon I will be too. You'll notice after I steal his mods, I try to apply temp chains to myself to no avail. The change is working as intended. However, once I equip the cause pres, suddenly I'm able to curse myself again, with the buffs at the top left indicating their extended duration. Now, there are 3 sources of hexproof penetration for all the curses in the game. The first is Awakened Curse on hit. This one does not work. I had a friend test this one in standard, with the result being that if the chance to apply through hexproof rolls negative when you hit an enemy, it will cleanse the curse off of you, which makes this a terribly inconsistent way to try to curse ourselves. Next up is Occultist. This one works, and in the couple of threads that popped over the last few days, this seemed to be everyone's go-to. And for something like a Blade Vortex or a Winter Orb-based solo mapper, this might be alright. But Occultist itself is actually quite limited in flexibility. And then there's Cause Pres Will. This is a terrible chest armor, but it's our most flexible option, and while there are lots of ascendancies to choose from to build around, for team MFing, I think Jug ends up being the best fit. Great tree position, lots of accuracy and AoE scaling, access to instant enduring cry, and cannot be slowed below base move speed. This is key, as without this you'd have to run Calm's roots. But as a Jug, you can opt into something like Gold Rim for more quantity. Deadhunter's Snap OW has a great POB laid out for MF Jug that I definitely recommend looking up. I also went ahead and asked him on his stream if they were planning on switching back to self-curse for their MF carry. He said probably not though, due to the tier of content they are currently running, which is a T8 port, I believe. He didn't seem to think it would be worth it, which is food for thought. I guess it really depends on what you're aiming to accomplish with your self-curse setup. It's just nice that despite having to jump through a couple more hoops, it's still possible to effectively self-curse temp chains in 3.11.